That we have our offer from Mr. Hubel.
Okay.
On
On one case,
the
right,
case that I have,
right.
and we're going to reset that for a plea, and believe the intent was to sit it out.
Okay,
So just to let the court know, that's the ultimate plan on 174 in my case.
okay, that's the,
I guess you could call that the second one. First.
yours the first one, yours the first.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's the first.
Yeah, so you're gonna reset it for a plea?
Yes,
Give us a plea. Okay, here she is. Miss, I need to we're gonna, get a bond condition for him where he have to have that portable, device.
Yes, sir.
I need to know the language so I can write, so it could be written in the,
If you'll give me a second, I'll go run and get it. I have an amendment
Okay,
that we can fill out and have him sign. Just give me 1 second.
okay. Okay. Okay,
Okay, so mine will be disposed of with our next approval.
yes, what's that court date? The court date, it's on Rory Parker. His case is gonna be reset for a plea. Now, he has two cases. One case, he's represented by Attorney Dowden. The second case, he is not represented by anyone, I guess. You gonna hire an attorney? Okay, he's gonna hire another attorney. So we're gonna reset both of those cases on the same day.
Okay, it could be on February 26th.
February 26th of 2024. Both cases will be reset to February 26th of 2024. Mr. Dowden, you can get your reset. And Mr. Parker, I'm going to okay, we're gonna give you some bond conditions. I just need to write them in.
If you want to utilize this one, it's just,
You know what I'm gonna do?
just do the wording on this, on the bottom one.
Right.
Obtain, maintain, pay for, and have no violations with the ignition, interlock, mobile breath device, or scram device. It's the last one listed.
Okay. Okay. Uh, Can I get that other tablet, that other folder? Lock, I think I need.
Is that it, Your Honor?
Hmm?
Do you need any?
No, that's fine. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Okay. See, this is. Okay, can you make a copy of this for me? Oh, this is it? Okay. Okay, Mr. Parker, I'm handing you a document that is titled Standard Bond Conditions. I also have another page that's attached to it. I'll explain that to you in a minute. I'm going to go over these bond conditions with you. And it states standard bond conditions in County Court at Law Number 2. Following the return of criminal information in County Court at Law Number 2 of Jefferson County, Texas, all bail bonds executed for release of any defendant named herein are ordered subject to the additional conditions. Number 1, the defendant shall commit no offense against the laws of this state, any other state, or the United States. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Condition number 2, the defendant shall submit to testing for drugs and alcohol at any time as directed by the court. The court may revoke the bond and order the arrest of any defendant who A, refuses to submit to a test for drugs and alcohol when directed to do so by the court, or B, submit to a test for drugs and alcohol and the test indicates the presence of drugs or alcohol in the defendant's body. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition number 3 does not apply. However, condition number 4 does apply because you have a DWI second, which is classified as a subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code. And condition number 4 reads as follows. A defendant whose information charges any subsequent offense listed under section 49.04 through 49.06 of the Texas Penal Code shall not operate any vehicle unless the vehicle is equipped with an interlock device mechanism for which that makes impractical the operation of the vehicle if ethyl alcohol is detected in the breath of the operator. And said device shall be installed at the defendant's expense with written verifications of such installation being submitted to the court on or before. And normally we usually put the 3rd day after the day. Now you inform the court that you do not have a vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So if you read this statement, it says any vehicle that you own or operate. So if you operate in any vehicle, if you could drive your parents' car, friend's car, it has to have an interlock device on it. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Or you should not be driving it. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, condition number 5, the defendant shall obtain, maintain, pay for, and have no violations with the ignition interlock device, mobile breath device. Now, there's a mobile breath device that you have to get. It's not attached to a vehicle. It's a mobile breath device that detects alcohol in your body. You have to get that device, right? Okay. And now any violations will be grounds for revocation, and that's your bond could be revoked. If your bond is revoked, you'll be arrested and placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Do you understand that condition?
Yes, sir.
Now, the defendant must attend AA meetings 3 times a week and provide proof to the court. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Now, that those documents that's attached to the bond condition, first one has offender AA/NA verification sheet. You bring this sheet to the AA/NA meetings. Every time you go, they're gonna write the time you came in and the date you came in. And you're gonna bring this form back to the court when you at your next court appearance, so that the court can verify that you have been attending AA/NA meetings 3 times a week. You understand that?
Yes.
And your sponsor will sign every time. Now, on the next page, it says meeting schedule as of January 3rd, 2020. That's a meeting schedule for all of the AA/NAs in this area. So you could pick one out, and there's one in your area, and you pick one out and you could attend that meeting. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Now, if you violate any one of these bond conditions, your bond can be revoked. And if your bond is revoked, a warrant will be issued for your arrest and you'll be placed in the Jefferson County Jail. Now, Mr. Dowden, you can get your reset.
Yes, sir.
Once you get your reset and give a copy to your client, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. And then you'll have you're gonna have 2 resets, one from your attorney, and then you'll have the other reset because you don't have an attorney on that case, and they're gonna be set on the same day. And so the court is giving you time to hire an attorney on your second case.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Just stand in front of the, department, yes.
Do I have to wait?
Wait for what?
Once we finish it, do I have to sit, wait, come back up? and sit?
For what?
Oh,
Judge, I think the question was, on his other case, does he need to wait and come back to the bench? But I think the.
No, but you need to provide proof of that, mobile device within 3 days. Okay? So you need to have proof. If you don't have proof, by Thursday, a warrant gonna be issued for your arrest.
Thank you, Judge.
All right? Yes. Mr. Crocker? You have,
Bailey. A lawfully carry.
yes. On the first page.
Vacant found.
Okay. Matthew Joseph Bailey? Is he present? Oh, okay, there he is.
Page seven.
Yeah, page 1 of the trial docket, he's the second case. I think he was here the last time you had one set. He was here too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
That's correct.
Okay, now, Mr. Bailey, your full name is Matthew Joseph Bailey?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you doing, Mr. Bailey?
Fantastic.
That's good. Mr. Bailey, you're represented by your attorney, Mr. Glenn Crocker. Mr. Crocker, how are you doing?
Very well, Judge. Thank you for asking.
That's good. Again, the state is represented by Attorney Andrew Hubel. Now, I see here on the docket that this is a number 1 setting. Okay? And are you ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
State, you ready?
State's ready.
Okay. So this is, we got another, oh, that's a motion. Okay, yeah, this is number 1 setting. So we'll see y'all tomorrow at 1:30. That's when we pick our jury.
Very good.
Okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, you
Thank
welcome.
Your Honor.
You welcome. Actually, it's on both these cases. Okay. Okay, now. Skylar. Parks. Next case is cause number M332790. Case is styled with State of Texas versus Otonio Maldonado.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Mr. Parks. Yeah, he's on the announcement docket, page 7 of the first case. Mr. Maldonado, your full name is Antonio Maldonado.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Maldonado?
Doing fine, and you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Maldonado, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Scholar Parks. And again, Attorney Parks, how are you doing?
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you.
That's good. Now, Mr. Parks, what is your announcement in Mr. Maldonado's case?
May we please get a pre-trial setting, Your Honor?
You want to sit on the pretrial? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Give us a reset date. Pretrial,
March 4th.
March 4th of 2024. Mr. Maldonado, your case is going to be reset to March 4th of 2024. Your attorney is going to get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. Okay, now, Mr. Parks, I need to ask you something. Didn't we have we had a case where a guy was supposed to turn himself in the jail and the guy didn't show?
Oh, Joe.
You had a
We
guy,
issued a warrant for this.
yeah, the guy didn't show up and he was supposed to, it was supposed to do some days in jail.
Okay.
He was, and the case was reset like for him to turn himself in,
Okay.
like a week later, he didn't show.
I'll get with him.
So we has a warrant out for his arrest.
I think that will be a case we owed him.
That's what it is. That's
Right.
exactly-
I'll call him and know. I mean, obviously he knew to.
Well,
Right.
Let me see, maybe he.
Well, he might have taken care of it, but from what I remember, that was a couple of weeks ago.
I'll call him just to make sure that.
Hmm?
But check it.
Yeah, you could check it. Like he had like 3 days to do, a few days to do it, jail or something.
What was the first name?
He said Casey. Odom?
Oh, it was K. Right.
Odom. Hmm? He might have taken care of it.
You know what happened?
Oh, must have taken care of it. Okay, he was already, it's taken, okay. But when I saw you, I just thought about that.
Yeah, Sean, I think.
All right,
Appreciate it.
all right, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too.
Oh, man, he was just. Okay, the person that's on Samsung MG, and it says is connecting to audio. Sir, can you hear me? Probably can't hear me. Is that? I see. I don't know. I don't know who. Okay, Mr. Boudreaux. You here on Tide Fam?
And you have one on the chart. About the motion.
Tide Fam? Is Tide Fam? I see, they said he was here.
Um,
He's on announcement docket. Tide Fam or Tay Fam?
He's in felony. He's in our.
Oh, he's in, okay, he's in jail?
I believe that's been put off until the fifth of next month.
Okay, it's been reset till February 5th?
Yes, sir.
Was the felony reset to February 5th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna reset that with the felony. Okay. Okay, now your next case,
You got one on Mr. Rodriguez, whenever you get to it.
okay, I said it was on the star docket. Was that the one that was reset? Good. This is cause number 23 CCCR 2426. Case is style the state of Texas versus Jorge Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, is that your full name?
Yeah, George Rodriguez.
George Rodriguez?
Rodriguez.
How are you doing, Mr. Rodriguez?
Yeah, very good.
Doing very good. That's good. Now, Mr. Rodriguez, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Todd Takash. However, Attorney Takash is unable to be here this morning. Standing in for Attorney Takash is the local attorney, Attorney Don Boudreaux. Does Mr. Boudreaux have your permission to stand in for Attorney Todd Tikash? Does Mr. Boudreaux, who's standing right here, does he have your permission to stand in for Mr. Tikash today?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Mr. Boudreaux, what is your announcement in Mr. Rodriguez's case?
Your Honor, we have, worked out a deal subject to your approval that, he be given a 90-day continuance. He take a
Okay.
driving safety course within that 90-day period. He get no traffic tickets, and he will be, able to pay the court costs and all today.
Oh,
Whenever. the
Okay, let me
court-
ask you, let me ask you this here. So you're saying that there's a plea agreement? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the plea agreement is for him to pay court costs? He said
I
something.
believe that's the case.
So, I mean, if you have a plea agreement, you have to, put it on a tablet.
Your Honor, at this time, I discussed with him briefly last week. We're asking for a 90-day reset for his client to be able to complete defensive driving and then return, and then we'll do a dismissal.
A
So
dismissal.
then there would not be.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yes,
okay.
Your Honor.
So this case is to be within 90 days. And within that 90 days, he has to complete a driving course.
Yes,
Okay? So the case needs to be reset for 90 days. Give us a reset date.
April 15th.
This case will be reset to April 15th, 2024. Mr. Rodriguez, once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go. You have a blessed day. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman, okay? And Mr. Boudreaux, you can stand in front of our court coordinator to get your reset. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
As long as we get the, police thing in.
Yeah, that's-
He doesn't have to do that. Is that right?
If it gets dismissed before that date, you provide proof to the DA, they'll dismiss it. And then if the case is dismissed, he won't be on the docket either. There won't be any need for him to make an appearance.
You know how much the court costs?
No,
It's next thing that wouldn't be court costs.
it's not court costs. It's, he has to take a driving course. That's what, you can talk to the prosecutor. She can more or less fill you in with all of the details.
That's your court date that you have to appear. You don't take that class and you don't dismiss that case within that time, but just talk to an attorney. Mhm.
No, you're not paying anything today. No, it's,
Thank you.
okay, you're welcome. Cody Caesar, you here on Cody Caesar?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bailey, Ms. Bailey, do we know if, Cody Caesar is here in the back?
Yes,
You said he's in jail?
he's here.
Just have him pull him out. His attorney's here. We just called it, we're gonna call this case.
Right.
It's on jury trial, though. This is cause number M329-444. Case and style of State of Texas versus Cody Anthony Caesar. Mr. Caesar, is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Mr. Caesar?
Good.
That's good. Mr. Caesar, you're represented in your case by Attorney B. Eric Franklin, Attorney Franklin. How are you doing?
Fine, Your Honor, thank you.
That's good. And the state is represented in this case by Attorney Erica Porter. Attorney Porter, how are you doing? Now, this case is on the court's trial docket. Okay. And what is your announcement, Mr. Franklin?
Defendant's ready, Your Honor.
Okay. State?
The state isn't ready because when the letters went out, this case was not on our docket. So Andrew wouldn't be prepared for the trial today because no letters have went out to any other witnesses or no subpoenas have went out in this case. As you're aware, the DA's office needs about 30 days.
Okay, hold on, let me see. It's a 21, motion to reinstate. Proposed order motion to a speedy trial. When was requested? That's just one. He must have been arrested on December 4th. I see a mattress this morning.
Right, and the date of my report is 12/8. So the jury trial sheet that I used to submit my letters is from printed out on 12/8, and he's not on that.
I'm trying to remember when was this set for trial?
When was that?
Yeah, where's that letter? I need to see when that letter went out. Cause I see he's on the trial docket. It says trial docket. Proposed order. I see a motion to reinstate bond order. The motion speedy trial was on December 1st. Request for discovery, October, letter warrant received. Everything else is in 21. Okay, let me see. We're trying to find out when that letter. When was the last time you appeared in court?
12/11 is when we sent this out, was when it was resent.
Did we have court during that time? Did we have a docket? Was it an announcement on a docket, announcement for trial on an announcement docket or something? I'm trying to figure out how I got on the trial docket.
We filed, Judge, I do not recall how we got on the trial docket, other than we did file a motion for speedy trial. I don't recall if we got on the trial docket via setting or what, but we did file a motion for speedy trial.
I see the motion for speedy trial was filed on December 1st, 2023.
And see, I sent this to, I emailed this to Erica Staub in the DA's office, you, sent it to you, and Ada Christie, the court reporter, on 12/8.
Right, and so this report,
to everybody.
this report must have been printed out at 11/12, and that's what I used. It wasn't on that docket then, and that's what.
11/12, but you say y'all
At
need 30
11/12,
days. You say 30 days, the day is the 21st.
They need at least 30 days, but it was.
Okay,
printed
but that
on
will put us
at
back to
11.
December 21st.
But
This
I
docket
emailed
went out
this to
December
everybody.
8th. That was more than 30 days.
But December the 8th at 11:12 a.m. is when the
know.
docket that was printed on that day. is
But
when we-
the point that I'm making is December 8th was at least, 13 days before December 21st?
Right, and I'm not the secretary, I'm the attorney, so I don't know
Right.
how long
So-
they actually need, but I know that she requested at least a month ahead. So I try to get it to her at least a month ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm saying the notice went out more than a month ahead.
It was sent 12/8 at 11:24. Is when I printed it.
Right,
I
and,
emailed it.
and this docket was from at 11:12, so she put this on my desk at 11:12, and that's.
What you mean, you talking about November the 12th?
No.
Oh, you
at
talking about the
12 on December the 8th at 11:12 a.m. is what I used to submit my letters, and it wasn't on that docket, so it didn't get submitted. No letters were sent out, because at 11:12 is what my secretary put the docket on my desk.
And the fact of the matter is, we get those documents prior to actually sending out the letters, because we have to look at each individual case and decide which witnesses we need in order to send out those letters. So yes, we got those dockets 13 days before it would have been a month, but we need those days, especially whenever we're down here in docket for multiple hours in the weekday to look at our cases, and make sure that we have the right witnesses and send those letters out prior to a month prior to trial.
Yeah, that's like 43 days out.
What?
Yeah.
What can we do? Because y'all have a 4-page docket. We have a 6-page docket.
Right.
So we're not,
Well, we're telling you how to update, yeah.
Well, we can, we just need time in order to at least try to reach the victim and get the officers.
Yeah.
We already have.
What was he arrested on?
But he's.
What was it, just a regular, bond? When he was arrested, what was he arrested? It was like just a regular warrant for arrest, or was it a new, I mean, what was the
Your Honor, he was arrested.
bond forfeiture or something?
He was arrested pursuant to this charge and also a parole violation.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay,
the charge is from, I believe,
Okay.
May of 2021,
right.
and he has been in custody since May of 2021.
He had?
He's been in custody for, and I think he had a bond, because it looks like it was, you requested for it to be reinstated. He had a bond of $7,750 on May the 11th. And then
Oh,
he
what?
asked for it to be reinstated and reduced to 2,500. So he's had a bond, but he's just been sitting in jail. And I don't know why.
So, but he was arrested on the parole violation, basically.
Yes, Your Honor.
So even if he was arrested on a parole violation, that's a hold that they have on him.
If they still have a hold on him.
His bond, if it wasn't forfeited or revoked, or if the bondsman didn't get off the bondsman is still on the bond, if he bonded out. Did he have a bond out?
He never
No.
bonded out.
Okay, so he never bonded. Okay, so so he has a bond. Okay, he never bonded out. Okay,
He should have approximately from May of 2021, or whenever the paperwork went through, back time till today, which far exceeds any misdemeanor.
right. So what are y'all?
We filed a motion for speedy trial because this is the only unadjudicated charge pending. He made parole. He pled to an outstanding motion to revoke probation, resolve that. So this is the last issue to get resolved. I believe they're calculating back time in felony court currently.
Let me see, was his felony in this county?
It was in county court, criminal district court, Your Honor.
Oh. Y'all might need to talk to the felony prosecutor about that, huh? Because he said he had a MTRP that he had disposed of through criminal district court.
Let me look and see.
Okay,
What's in the system.
So we filed a motion for speedy trial because this is the
I
last
understand.
pending
You're
charge.
trying to, you're right.
And he needs to, once he gets enough time to get out for the other charge, which we don't know how close he is yet, within a few months, we hope, based on our calculations, then, this needs to be resolved because
Okay,
he has enough back time that it shouldn't.
Okay, I understand it now. So what we need to do, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put this case on hold, give you an opportunity to talk to the prosecutor, and then we'll call you back up.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Just, I guess, the bailiff will tell you what if she wants you in the jury box or the holder. How you? Okay. Okay. Mr. Run. we have anybody? Kayla Villa Gomez?
Judge, we can hold our announcement on that, we make it work that out.
Okay, okay, I put a hold on it. Mr. Burbank. We have Shamika Parker. She's on Zoom.
Why, Lois?
Okay, this is. We got Shamika Parker, jury trial paid the first defendant. This is cause number M320816, case of style of state of Texas versus Shamika Shanette Parker. Ms. Parker is appearing via Zoom. Ms. Parker, how are you doing?
I'm all right, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. Parker, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Tom Burbank. Attorney Burbank, how are you doing? Mr. Burbank, what is your announcement in Ms. Parker's case?
You set for trial?
Yes, it's on the trial docket.
She's up in Dallas, the weather is bad. Matter of fact, it's winter precipitation. She also has some medical problems at the court. I think she has some very serious medical problems, so she's unable to be here. We are ready, Judge, but she's unable to be here.
Okay, you say she has some medical problems?
Yes, Your Honor. She's been diagnosed with.
Well, you don't have to, we on Zoom, we on YouTube, you don't have to give me,
She's
just a diagnosis, she has a medical diagnosis?
She's under treatment.
Okay,
Chemo treatment.
okay. Now, could you,
But because of the icy weather and the conditions up there, we're getting rain, they're getting something else.
state, you have any objections to the defense motion for continuance?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, now, you need to also provide us,
I think
Proof?
you did.
I see here where it says a medical excuse in file.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna reset this case. Give us a reset date, Ms.
March 4th.
Okay, this case is gonna be reset, gonna keep it on the trial docket, Mr. Burbank, we're gonna keep this case on the trial docket.
Yes, Your
Okay, give us that reset. It's March 4th, 2024. Ms. Parker, your case is being reset to March 4th, 2024. It's gonna be on the jury trial docket. Court is praying that you have a speedy recovery. Your attorney is gonna get a notice of your reset and your bondsman as well. Please stay in contact with your attorney and your bondsman. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, you too.
All right, thank you.
Honor.
Is that your only case? Okay, you're free to go and you have a blessed day once you get your reset. Next case is Margarita Loza. Cause number M333712. Ms. Loza is on Zoom. Ms. Loza, how are you doing?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Ms. Loza, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Tom Kelly.
I'd be doing better if I were Tom Burbank.
More appropriate would have been Tom Roma.
Okay,
I'm gonna let Mr. Burbank stand
okay, that's my mistake.
in. Not at all.
It's Tom Kelly. Now, Mr. Kelly, how are you doing?
I'm fine, Judge. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. The state is represented by Ms. Haley Simmons. Ms. Simmons, how are you doing?
I'm good, Your Honor, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Now, Mr. Kelly, what is your announcement in Ms. Loza's case?
Judge, I need one more on your announcement docket, I think. To talk with him. Excuse me, to speak with the DA's office if we can't get somewhere different than where we are right now, we'll make a trial announcement if you give us one more.
Okay, so you want to put it, you want to keep it on the announcement docket?
Yes, please, Judge.
And give us a reset date?
March 4th.
Okay, this case is reset to March 4, 2024. Mr. Kelly, you can get your reset. Is this your only case?
It is.
Okay, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
You as well.
And Ms. Loza, you stay in contact with your attorney, your bondsman. They will be given notice of your reset. You're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor.
okay. Let's do this. Ms. Loza, you still on there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll just say, you need to be here in person on the next setting. Okay?
Okay. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I think.
Hello.
Sir, would you please state your full name?
Yeah, Jorge Gonzalez.
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez. Okay, you can put your mic on mute and then when we call your case.
Okay, sir.
All right. Gonzalez. Okay. Mr. Matuska. Good morning. Is Jonathan Richard here? Jonathan Anthony Richard, I don't see him as being here.
He's been down, Judge. I don't know if he's in that court.
Oh, I see a pending felony, no court, okay. We would have to check to see if he's in the felony court.
He's in CDC with setting.
Oh, he is? Okay,
He's on the announcement.
okay. We need to make sure that once he finished there, he needs to come here. Is that this only case you have?
No, you're right, I have two more. I'm thinking that. I had, Matthew Downs and Benitez Fuentes.
C. Fuente? I saw C. Fuente. Downs. Is he here? Matthew Downs? Okay, I didn't have him checked off. This is cause number M332798. Case is style of state of Texas versus Matthew Kynan Downs. Mr. Downs, is that your full name? Okay, how you doing, Mr. Downs? That's good, Mr. Downs. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Ryan Matuska. Attorney Matuska, how are you doing?
Morning.
Good morning. Mr. Matuska, what is your announcement Oh, this case is on the trial docket. What is your announcement in Mr. Downs' case?
Ready, Your Honor.
State?
Please, ready.
Okay, now we have a number one case. We'll just. Once we get all the announcements, then we'll put this in the order behind the number one case. I don't know exactly where your case is gonna sit, but we'll let you know. So in the meantime, just make, certain that you're here at 1:30 on tomorrow for jury selection. Okay. All right. Okay, so we see y'all tomorrow at 1:30. That was Downs. He's on page 5 of the jury trial document, the last one.
Moved to Dallas, he was wanting to do something off to do there. It's transfer. Yeah.
Okay. Need some time to talk to your client?
Yeah, I already got to talk to him, but I have one.
Yeah, one, yes. Benito Cifuente Jr. Mr. Cifuente, your full name is Benito Cifuente Jr.? How are you doing? That's good. Mr. Cifuente, you're representing your case by your attorney, Attorney Ryan Matuska. Attorney Matuska, what is your announcement in Mr. Cifuente's case?
Ready, Your Honor.
State, he's,
Your Honor, I don't see that one on our trial docket. Or I say our trial docket, the copy that the DOs have. In the case that we sent letters out on. So
oh, this case reached, come on. Cifuente. Cifuente. What was the notice sent, this trial setting sent out? This is, Benito Cifuente. I just see notice of installation certificate. I don't see, I mean, I'm just looking in terms of the.
Your Honor, I don't know if y'all
Trial
got the
sequence.
certificate of interlock also, but we have the.
Yeah, it's in the file.
Okay.
That was, filed on December 15th, 2023.
Just want to make sure.
December 13th.
So that was after. Why was it a setting? Did we have a setting on December 13th?
Yes, sir. That was the last one I had.
December 13th?
December 13th.
Yeah, I was just wondering, she said, a notice went out that it was set for trial on that date. I was just wondering if we had a court setting on that day. We did? Let me see.
I'm sure if we-
Hold on, let me do this here. I got it. I have, well. Yeah. Yeah, we sure did. We had a setting on that day.
We did.
Yeah, we had a trial setting on that day. When he announced. I'm looking at the, I'm looking at the docket right now. No, yeah, sure did. was reset. He appeared, I think you appeared by Zoom. Mr. Savuente, I think he appeared in person. You started on Zoom and then you told you had to be in person and then you came here. I remember that. Yeah. That was, yeah, and this was in excess of 30 days. Yeah, I mean, you saying you pull your docket before, I mean, when we made the setting on the 13th and the case was reset to January 22nd, which gave you 30 days. Yeah, I mean, y'all should have pulled the docket after they made this announcement on this date. But you know it's gonna be set. You're saying that y'all pull it even before the announcement. Y'all gonna have to change up, it's y'all system, but. Okay, state is announcing not ready. You have any objections?
No.
Okay.
The issue with pulling documents after that would be that we would have.
Okay, we're gonna note this as a state motion for continuous. Make that make a note in the court's file. That's their first motion for continuous, no objections. Yes, granted. Give us a trial date,
March 11th.
March 11th, okay? Okay, so March 11th, 2024. Next case is cause number M333072, case is style of the state of Texas versus Charles Jason Kramer. Mr. Kramer, would you please come forward?
My uncle was going to the first. But we had to send a number.
No.
Okay, Mr. Kramer, I see it. Mr. Kramer, you have three cases. Cause numbers 23CC Sierra 1966, cause number 23CC Sierra 1967, and cause number M333072. All three cases are style of state of Texas versus Charles Jason Kramer. Mr. Kramer, is that your full name?
Sure.
How are you doing, Mr. Kramer?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for access. The state is represented in this case by Attorney Erica Ford. Attorney Ford, how are you doing?
Great.
That's good. Now, Mr. Kramer. Let's see. Mr. Kramer, your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I haven't been able to yet. Couldn't afford one at the time. But
You say you couldn't afford one at the time, okay?
since our last hearing or some court, the last hearing, I had filed a motion to dismiss, the 33072, and we didn't have a chance to discuss that.
Hold on a minute, let me see.
I have a second for hearing. I don't know who's second.
Hold on, let me, looking at the file, let's see the. Oh, spring. Let me see, I didn't see nothing in that one, let me look in this case. Recall. Maybe it's in another case, let me look at this third case. I don't,
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see nothing in none of these files. You said there's a motion to, you filed a motion to dismiss? Was it e-file?
Yes, sir.
Yes, two cases.
I had 3 cases. I looked at each one of them. I don't see one in another one either.
I have a copy of it.
Yeah, but it has to be e-file.
I filed. That took me a while to figure out how to work the e-file.
Hold on, let me see if I can see.
He's on
I only see the,
Yeah.
I only see cases, I only see,
The doctor's note.
I only see notices, I only see the file from the motion, that might, I wonder if this is it, motion correspondence. I wonder if this is it. Oh, what is that? That's a doctor's.
No, he filed something in, last year in June. He did June the 1st. I have it on my end now. Which case? It was on
June?
resistant.
I see a motion, here we go.
I have something on the June the 1st for the resistant.
Waiver of counsel, he filed a waiver of counsel. Okay, which means he's representing himself. Okay. And he filed this. Was it set for a hearing?
No, I don't have that.
Yeah. You have to,
I think it was set for a hearing, and that was the one.
It was-
where my mom had the medical emergency, and then we missed that court date.
oh,
So it
okay.
needs to be
So it was
reset.
set for a hearing, your mother had emergency, a medical emergency,
Yes.
and then it had to be so it never was reset for a hearing date. So it needs to be reset for a hearing date. Okay, so we got it. Okay, let's, well, first of all, how's your mom now?
She's doing good, thank
Oh,
you.
well, that's good, that's
Much
good.
better.
Okay, well, that's good. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna reset it for the motion to dismiss hearing. Okay, now we need to reset it on a date and a time where we can devote our attention just to the motion to dismiss. It shouldn't be doing an announcement. It should be like on a Friday or Thursday afternoon. We're gonna try to give a time so we won't have nothing else but that motion to dismiss here. Well, what we're gonna do, you're gonna stand over in front of the coordinator. She has to check with the board so we can coordinate a date and time, okay? And once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for asking about my mom. too.
Oh, you're welcome.
You want it on a Thursday or Friday?
Yeah, I'm figuring on a date date and time we can do it. Now, yeah, because it has to be in a, yeah, yeah, but we have trials, right? And in all likelihood, we'll probably have a trial which starts Tuesday, Wednesday and stuff. I'm thinking toward the end of that,
Like Friday.
unless we do it that Monday afternoon,
Well, we're gonna have to make our documents long.
right? Well, just do it on no, well, do it on do it on toward the end of the week.
So.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Rick, you can come forward. Next case is cause number 23CCCR 0455 and cause number M330816. Both cases are style of state of Texas versus Kayla Villagomez. Ms. Villagomez, would you please come forward? Kayla Villagomez? Ms. Villagomez, your full name is Kayla Villagomez?
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, Ms. Villagomez? I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Ms. Villagomez. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Nathan Reynolds. Attorney Reynolds, how are you doing?
Well, Judge,
Yes, then, Mr. Reynolds, what is your announcement in Ms. Villagomez's case?
Judge, we've worked out a plea arrangement, and so we'd ask that it be put on the plea docket. And the prosecutor, I believe, wants to confirm the amount of restitution.
Okay.
This was previously on the docket, like, reset to pay restitution, but, there was something in the file that, that I noticed in criminal mischief case where, the defendant may not know anything on that one, so we want to confirm that before moving forward.
Okay, give us a reset date.
What time?
And it's on the pretrial conference docket on page 2. Now, how much time do you need to verify that?
30 days. would be
30?
sufficient.
Okay. 30-day reset?
It'll be on February 19th.
Okay, this case is reset to February 19, 2024. Ms. Villagomez, your attorney will be giving notice of your reset. He's gonna get your resets. Once you get your resets from your attorney, you're free to go and you have a blessed day. Mr. Reynolds, are these your only 2 cases?
It is, Judge.
Okay, you're free to go as well and you have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
No, here. Mhm.
What was that last guy's name?
Which one?
The one that was up here with the guy.
Jefferson County Court, Order number 2 is back in session. This court is in session and calls number M329444, case of style of state of Texas versus Cody Anthony Caesar. The Caesar, would you please come forward? Mr. Caesar, I have before me a motion to dismiss your case that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. State, is that correct?
It is.
And Mr. Caesar, I'm signing this motion to dismiss. Your attorney is going to get a copy of this motion. Let's see, I just signed this motion to dismiss. Okay, Mr. Caesar, the case has been dismissed, and you can follow the bailiff. And you have a blessed day.
Thank you.
And
I have a blessed day.
You're welcome. Thank you. Mr. Franklin, you have a blessed day as well. You can get your reset.
Thank you, Judge.
I mean, your dismissal. And you're free to go.
You're
You're welcome. Cody Caesar. Mr. Galmore,
Yes, Your Honor, ready?
your client is on Zoom. Thank you. No, that's not, that's Croft. Thought it was Croft, that's somebody else. Croft. Sorry.
This one makes sense. I mean, right, I think this one's one with the ads on the order.
That's Paul. Oh, that's not it. No, I was mistaken.
When we talk about that.
Okay, yeah.
This would be the only one that we talk about policy. We're talking about policy.
Yeah, that is it. Next case is cause number M325296, case of style of state of Texas versus George Bo Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez is appearing via Zoom. Mr. Gonzalez, you can take your mic off of mute. Is that Mr. Gonzalez? You can take your mic off of mute. Is that Mr. Gonzalez?
It is.
Apparently, he must not be able to. Mr. Gonzalez, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me.
Yes,
Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, how are you doing?
good.
Good. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez, you're represented in your case by your attorney Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, how are you doing?
Great, Judge. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Mr. Galmore, what is your announcement in Mr. Gonzalez's case?
Judge, on this case, the court has signed a blood discovery order,
Okay,
and I believe right now it's in the process.
okay.
I also just looked, and I noticed that whenever the court filed it, it did not have the district attorney's office as a contact.
Uh,
Very well may have.
I think they usually send that from the county clerk's office.
They may have gotten it.
Yeah.
I just saw that maybe they hadn't, so I forwarded this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, Andrew should have a copy. He can send me a copy. I want to make sure that you get it.
okay. So you need a reset?
Yes, Judge, 'cause it usually takes. a little
About,
time.
yeah, I know, to get the blood warrant discovered. Give us a reset date. This is George Gonzalez, page 1 of the pretrial conference docket, the first case. And it usually in excess of 60 days because they have to get that blood warrant discovered.
That'll be March 18th.
This case will be reset to March 18, 2024. Mr. Gonzalez, your attorney will be given notice of your reset. Your attorney and your bonds. Stay in contact with your attorney and your bonds. Thanks for being patient with us. You're free to go, and you have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next 5 cases are style of state of Texas versus Amber Danae Croft. Those cases are cause numbers 23 CCCR 1897, cause number 23 CCCR 1898, cause number M328046, cause number M328836, and cause number M330248. Again, all 5 cases are style of state of Texas versus Amber Danae Croft. Ms. Croft, is that your full name? How you doing, Ms. Croft? I'm doing fine. Thanks, Ms. Croft. You're representing your cases by your attorney, Attorney Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, what is your announcement in Ms. Croft's cases?
Your Honor, her felony is reset, 1 month for sentencing.
We have a date? Y'all have the date?
Like, they don't assign a date until later. Can we check my email to make sure? In case it's already come. It is not.
Okay. So we're gonna have the court coordinator to check the court's calendars to see when it's set. And we're going to set these cases on the same date of your felony case. Okay. You checking to see if there's a date in the computer? She's gonna check right now.
These cases are. There, it's there.
Because they're not gonna dispose of it.
Oh, the felony case is set for March 11th, so these cases will be set on the same date, March 11th of 2024. Your attorney's gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset, Ms. Crawford, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Some people are coming in.
Okay, Mr. Marcus Ray Vital. He's here. Okay. That's Mr. Galmore's. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Vital, he's on page 3 of the announcement docket, the last case. Mr. Vital, your full name is Marcus Ray Vital.
Sir,
Mr. Vital, how are you doing? How are you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, thanks, Mr. Vital. You're represented in your case by your attorney, Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, what is your announcement in Mr. Vital's case?
Judge, if you give me 1 second. Okay. Judge, we received a video in this case. I've made it available to Mr. Vito, but I don't know that he's seen the video.
No, I wasn't.
Okay, so we're asking for 1 more announcement date, and then I believe we'll be able to resolve this case when we come back.
Give us a reset date.
March 4th.
Okay, this case is reset March 4th, 2024. Mr. Vital. Vidal, stay in contact with your attorney. Your attorney's gonna get your reset. You're gonna get your reset from your attorney. Once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Next case is William Kenneth Pulse, cause number 23 CCCR 1054. This case is on the court's trial docket. Mr. Pulse, your full name is William Kenneth Pulse.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. Pulse?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
That's good. Mr. Pulse, you're represented in your case by your attorney, Attorney Dustin Galmore. Attorney Galmore, what is your announcement in Mr. Pulse's case?
Your Honor, Mr. Polk's case, we have filed a motion for blood discovery, and I don't believe the court has signed it yet.
Do we have it? Let me see, hold on a minute. Let me look at it. Pulse. Pulse, Pulse. Pulse. Order. Okay. That's the order. Okay. Print that order off. Yeah, this was signed back in October 30 to 2023. So you haven't received it? What did do you think you might have the same problem with the state not getting notice or something?
Now that I don't know, Judge, I just know that when I looked it up, I didn't see that, but I could have, I mean, I could have overlooked it.
Yeah, I see a signed order October 30 to 2023. You filed twice. You filed September and then October. Yes, you must have amended something.
I guess I just didn't receive the.
Oh, they didn't send a notice?
I didn't get the e-file notice that the order was signed. So I just, I searched all my notices and I didn't see that I didn't check on the portal. So I must have just not gotten a notice that it was signed. But that's fine as long as the state.
Yeah, but they need
copy.
notice.
They
I
need-
mean, the state needs notice to
They do.
give y'all to give you access.
Right.
Okay. So this case is gonna be reset 60 days? We need to make sure, state, do you have, did you get notice of that?
I have not received notice of that yet. Were you going to?
Hey, that's from the clerk's office, so, how did we get it from the clerk?
Normally, we e-file it, then we should e-serve the attorney as well.
It should. Attorney record on it, yeah.
Usually, sometimes, I mean,
We neither one of us.
So what do we have to, do we have to do something to get the attorney? E?
You need a
Sir?
copy of it?
He needs a copy.
Yeah, I can bring it.
Okay,
But you said.
yeah, just get one for, so he can have one for his father as well. And then both of these cases gonna be reset, minimum of 60 days. Give us a reset date. William Kenneth Paul's page 2 of the jury trial docket. A minimum of 60 days. Because it takes a while for them to get the discovery. It's the blood warrant, blood discovery. Standard blood discovery. You don't have it? It's the October.
We do, it's just print front and back, so we were trying to, just print front and back, send us not print.
Okay, Mr. Paul's case gonna be reset. Give your attorney opportunity to get the blood discovered from the state. Once he's gonna get you reset, once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
You are. And I think this is your last case.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
Okay, you're free to go and you have a blessed day as well. Okay. Get Elmore. Paget, that was reset. Let's see, Burbank was reset. William Pulse, Kimler,
No, I think the thing is you need that.
we got Mr. LeBlanc. Hold on a minute. We got Mr. You need time to see if you can locate it?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I will hold.
I believe he's on probation for felony. He might have been out this thing.
I wonder if he had a felony court day.
No, I don't. I think he disposed of it.
Yeah, he was supposed to appear first, and that was in October. Pay restitution.
Yeah, that felt very good.
Okay, we'll give you, time to see if you can contact you. Okay, this is cause number 23CCCR 1358, case of style of state of Texas versus Dylan Garner. Mr. Garner, is that your full name? How you doing, Mr. Garner? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking. Mr. Garner, your case was reset to give you an opportunity to hire an attorney. Have you hired your attorney? You got John West? You hired John West? Okay, so John West hadn't, do we have a letter of rep in the file?
Hold on. Let me check. And Richard was a plea today, Judge. We put him on the jail on Thursday.
Okay.
John West didn't come.
Okay, so you hired John West?
That's okay.
Let's give him, no, we're not gonna reschedule in more than 30 days. Okay, so you hired John West.
I think February 19th.
Okay, this case is gonna be reset to February 19, 2024. The court coordinator is gonna reset your case. Once you get your reset, you're free to go. You have a blessed day. Please stand over in front of her. Christopher Caleb Watson. Let's just stay set with felony. Case of style of state of Texas versus Amber Lee. Ms. Lee, would you please come forward? Cause number 23CCCR 1654. Okay. Ms. Lee, your full name is Amber Jill Go Lee. Okay, how you doing, Ms. Lee? I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, Ms. Lee. You represented by your attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, how are you doing?
I'm great, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well. Mr. Gertz, what is your announcement in Ms. Lee's case?
Judge, we're asking for some additional time to review discovery. I think this is our first appearance in court here, and review the discovery and discuss further with the client. Could we maybe have 60 days?
Okay,
Thank you.
give us a 60-day reset.
March 18th.
Okay, this case is reset to March 18, 2024. Ms. Lee, your attorney gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day. You're welcome. Cody Charles C. Clause number M333626. Mr. C, your full name is Cody Charles C.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Mr. C?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Mr. C. You represented the case by your attorney Ryan Gertz. Attorney Gertz, what's your announcement of Mr. C's case?
Same thing here, Judge. We're asking for 60 days to review some discovery, and then sit down and discuss options for the client.
Okay, so we're gonna get a 60-day recess, so it's gonna be the same date? Case will be reset to March 18th, 2024. Mr. C, your attorney's gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you're free to go on your blessed day. Thank you. Next case is Brandon Kirkpatrick.
Judge, is that mine?
Yes.
I think Mr. Kirkpatrick is in the hospital at UTMB. We got his felony reset because he's in hospital.
Could you give us, provide proof of that?
He gave it to the 250, so we gave it to the 257.
Can we get a copy of what? you
Yeah,
gave?
sure. Let me, hang on just a second. Let me just keep. They moved him out of the 252nd this morning based on a conversation with the hospital and.
Some, guy named Brandon Kirkpatrick. We just need to get some,
I don't have it on hand right now.
I understand, but what we'll do, we'll hold off on bond forfeitures. And once we confirm the medical information, case will be reset.
Okay, I told him to send it to you.
Okay,
So thank you, Judge.
that's
Is that all
fine.
I have?
Hold on a minute. A, B, C. Yes, that's it. Mr. Birch, we'll see you later. You have a blessed day.
Just give me one to get for them. I think a couple of my own paperwork. Thank you.
Calls number M322623, case of style of state of Texas versus Gustavo Gomez Vasquez. Mr. Vasquez was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. At about 9 a.m., the court's bailiff called the name of Gustavo Vasquez at the courthouse door. Gustavo Vasquez did not answer. Gustavo Vasquez has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 11:21 a.m. on today's date, January 22nd of 2024. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Gustavo Vasquez at the courthouse door? He's not here. Yeah. Bob is not here. I have no idea.
They reset in felony court 3 months.
Oh, they did?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Okay. What?
Don't know because-
Yeah, so we're not gonna, okay, go forward, okay. Yeah, so, Mr. Cobb had previously sent a letter, asking that his cases be reset, so that we're not gonna go forward on the bond forfeiture in this case. Okay. Okay, so that's reset by attorney. Same thing, said. Attorney. Let's see.
like at the courthouse. I think that's where it happened.
Yes, yeah, sure did. It sure did. Let's see. Kirkpatrick is going to make an excuse on that. Well, I see a couple of now. Did Brandon Everett ever show up?
Yeah.
Okay. Everett.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Okay, Kimber. Okay, everybody else.
The plea on Mr. Jones, Your Honor,
Who?
Matthew Jones is, we have a.
Yes. Everybody, is it ready? No, it's still not ready. Okay, this is cause number M 333-312. Case is style of state of Texas versus Kelsey Pugh. Ms. Pugh, is that your full name? How you doing, Ms. Pugh? Okay, Ms. Pugh, you're represented by your attorney, Attorney Langston Adams. Attorney Adams, how are you doing?
Good to see you, Judge. Doing well.
Okay, Mr. Adams, what is your announcement in Ms. Pugh's case?
Just one, reset on her case. I know she's pregnant right now, and I did get an offer from, Mr. Yuba. I gave that Andrew, and I gave that to her.
How much time do we need on the reset?
Baby's due in a day. So she's gonna be having that baby on April the 4th. And we basically gonna be February now.
Yeah, we need to reset it after that.
Okay, she didn't.
April the 4th.
Okay. Gonna have to be toward May or June, huh? Toward the end of May or June, because you're gonna have to give some time to, recover.
What about June 10th?
Okay. This case is gonna be reset to June 10th, 2024. Ms. Pugh, and Ms. Pugh, your attorney is gonna get your reset. Once you get your reset from your attorney, you will be, free to go. And we pray that you have a, healthy baby and a, safe, delivery.
Yes, sir, thank you.
All right. Mr. Adams, once you get your reset, you're free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, Judge.
70 days. Or that's what I was gonna go on. He's got, I think he's got some other stuff. So 70 days.
Yes. Your attorney is not here because he's recovering. And he's on what is, I guess he termed as a sabbatical, medical sabbatical. So, your case is gonna be reset. Now, if, he's not available at that time, we may have to reappoint another attorney to represent you on this case.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So, once you get your reset, you'll be free to go and you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir. You too.
All right. Yeah, Miss Pugh was reset. Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is in session in 2 cases. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jonathan Anthony Richard or Jonathan Anthony Richard. Mr. Richard? Is that your full name?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Richard, how are you doing?
No.
That's good. Now, Mr. Richard, your calls numbers are calls number 23CC 2602. Excuse me, call number 23CC 2620. The second case is calls number 23CC 2678. Both cases are styled the state of Texas versus Jonathan Anthony Richard or Richard. Mr. Richard, would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You may put your hand down. How are you doing, Mr. Richard? You doing all right?
Yes.
That's good. Now, Mr. Richard, you're represented in your cases by your attorney, or you're represented in your cases by your attorney, Attorney Ryan Matuska. Attorney Matuska, how are you doing?
Good, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Matuska, do you waive a record in Mr. Richard's cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the state is represented in this case, or in these cases rather, by Attorney Andrew Hubel. Attorney Hubel, how are you doing?
Doing well, Judge, and yourself?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Now, Mr. Richard, in cause number 23CCCR 2620, I have before me a document that is titled information or information sheet. This information sheet was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office. In this information sheet, Mr. Richard, that was filed by the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office, it alleges that you, Jonathan Anthony Richard, on or about November 6th of 2023, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, that you committed the Class B misdemeanor offense of criminal trespass. Mr. Richards, do you understand what you have been charged with?
Yes, sir.
And to discharge Mr. Richard, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Now, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Freely and voluntarily.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty? Okay. Mr. Richard, I have before me a document that is titled Misdemeanor Plea Admonishments. It is also labeled as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
On page 2 of this same document, Mr. Richard, there are a set of initials, JR, on a line next to a box, just check guilty. Did you place your initials on this document?
Yes.
On page 3 of this same document, there is a signature above the line that is titled defendant. Is this your signature?
Yes.
And on the next document that is titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal, do you recognize this document? And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant? Is it? Now, at the top of this same document, there are 2 boxes checked. The first box that's checked states that this is a plea bargain case and you have no right of appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
The second box that's checked states that you're waiving your right to an appeal, which means you're giving up your right to an appeal. Do you understand that statement?
Yes.
I also have before me a document that is titled Discovery Certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes.
And is this your signature on the line that's titled defendant?
Yes, sir.
At the top of this same document, well, also, Mr. Richard, before you sign and initial all of these documents that I just showed you, did your attorney go over these documents with you?
Yes.
And did you read and understand everything that he went over?
Yes.
And is everything in these documents true and correct
True.
to the best of your knowledge? Mr. Richard, are you a citizen of the United States? Mr. Richard, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is that agreement?
That agreement is for a plea that the state's offered 30 days time served, tax for entire court costs. In exchange for this plea, the state is dismissing, bill number 23 CCCR 2678.
Okay, before we do that, now state, state, would you like to offer state's exhibit number one?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections, Mr. Matuska?
No objection.
No objection, state's exhibit number one will be admitted. And Mr. Matuska, you've advised that counsel, Mr. Richard, is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No objection.
And Mr. Richard, your attorney, Mr. Matuska, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation? Mr. Richard, I will accept your plea of guilty. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers was freely and voluntarily given. And I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Now, Mr. Richard, the state is offering that you serve 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. However, you will not have to serve any more time in the Jefferson County Jail on this case because you've already served 30 days in the Jefferson County Jail. Therefore, you'll be given credit for the time that you've already served. And the court costs in this case will be dismissed. That simply means that you will not be required to pay the court costs in this case because the time that you spent in jail has already paid it off. Therefore, the court costs will be taxed and retired. And the state will be dismissing cause number 23 CCCR 2678. Mr. Richard, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes.
And do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Fine.
And do you accept the state's offer?
So,
Okay, Mr. Richard, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you have entered into with the state. Mr. Richard, I'm signing the dismissal in the companion case, cause number 23 CCCR 2678. Your attorney will be given a copy of the motion to dismiss. And you will also be given a copy of, well, the bailiff will be given a copy of the motion to dismiss. And this will conclude your cases. Mr. Richard, you're gonna stand next to your attorney, follow the directions of the clerk and the bailiff. Once you finish following in their directions, you can follow the bailiff and you have a blessed day. All right, nice seeing you. And Mr. Matuska, these are your last two cases. You're free to go. And you have a blessed day as well.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Write down my
Jefferson County Court at Law number 2 is back in session. The court is in session and calls number M329840. Case of style of state of Texas versus Damon J. Stanford. Damon J. Stanford was scheduled to be in court this morning at 9 a.m. for the court's jury trial docket at about 9 a.m. Court's barely called the name of Damon Stanford at the courthouse door. Damon Stanford did not answer. Damon Stanford has not appeared in court since the court has been in session. The time now is 12:16 p.m. on today's date of January 22nd of 2024. Ms. Bailiff, would you please call the name of Damon Stanford at the courthouse door?
Yeah.
You say Stafford or Stanford?
Stanford.
Stanford.
Andrew. Yeah, I read this the one.
Damon Stanford.
But that's the. I got so much stuff.
Damon Stanford.
It's the same.
Okay, Damon Stanford name was just called at the courthouse door by the court's bailiff. Damon Stanford did not answer. A reasonable time has passed to give Mr. Stanford an opportunity to appear in court. He has not appeared in court. State, do you have a motion? That motion will be granted. Damon Stanford's bond will be forfeited and warrant shall be issued for his arrest. And clause number M329840. And this will conclude the calling of the court's announcement docket, court's trial docket, and the court's pretrial conference docket. All three dockets were scheduled on today's date, January 22nd, 2024.
Oh, shoot.
In County Court at Law number 2, Judge Terrence L. Holmes presiding. Everyone, please have a blessed day. Court will be in recess to 1:30 for our motion to quash hearing. Thank you.